guys, welcome back to Astroways face reading. Last episode we finished with the last part of our face, which is the jaw. We also talked about moles and wrinkles, but except moles and wrinkles, there's one more thing on the lower part of our face, which is beard. You may think, then this is only for guys then. But girls, sometimes you find a little bit of very fine hair here on top of your lips as well. Most of the time, if you have a hairy body as a girl, you tend to have this small, tiny hair here as well. You won't really notice if you don't look closely. Girls have this hair means they have boys' character. They can do manly things. They're not weak and emotionally delicate. They're mentally strong and have a man's heart. So that's for girls. Very simple. As for guys, there are a lot more to talk about. However, beard is very much like hair on the head, which brings us back to our hair episode when we first talked about the thickness of the hair, the fineness, the texture, the amount, etc. If you don't remember, you can go back to our hair episode. Beard is same as hair. It's wood elements. If your lucky element is wood, you can consider keeping long beard. And no matter if it's hair or beard, the most important thing is to see if the texture is good. See if it's smooth, see if it's shiny and organized. And most of the time, the texture of your hair is the same as your beard. If your beard is very thin and fine, you tend to be a very detailed-oriented person. You have a lot of patience and you're more sensitive to feelings and emotions. Usually, you see artists have a lot of these fine beard. And if your beard is thick and hard, you tend to be very manly, very straightforward. You don't mess around. Usually, you see warriors, generals, leaders of armies, soldiers, athletes, people work with physical strength. They tend to have this type of beard. Beard is also the more organized, the better. So if you have long beard, try to trim it regularly, keep it smooth and tidy. Don't let it go too dry or too tangly. If yours is too dry and tangly, it means you tend to have a stressful old age as well. You still have to work really hard when you're old. But don't get me wrong, tangly doesn't mean curly. Curly beard is good. Curly is better than straight ones when it comes to beard. Curly means you always have good ideas. You're smart and creative. As long as your curly beard is organized, of course. So this is the status of your beard. Now we're going to talk about the shape of your beard. We all know guys have lots of different types of beard, and they all have names like chin curtains, side whiskers, anchor, horseshoe, mustache, things like that. But it doesn't matter how many names you have for your beard. In face reading, we can start with areas. What area is good to have beard and what area is not? But please bear in mind here, when I say the shape of beard, I mean if you don't shave. If you let your beard grow without shaving, what shape would you get? You shave it doesn't mean you don't have beard. It's like your hair on your head. You shaving your head doesn't mean you're bald. So shaving won't affect the analysis of the actual shape of your beard. Here we're only learning the natural shape of your beard, okay? Okay, first, the philtrum area. For guys, this area has to have hair. Again, you can shave it, then it won't have hair. But I mean, when you don't shave it, it's better to see hair growing in this area because this area is the male area. It's the yang area. If you're a guy, you better have hair in this area. Otherwise, you tend to have a female personality. Second one is, if you let your beard grow and you have loads of hair on the side of your face and no hair in the middle part, no mustache, only beard on the side. Not that if you're shaving it on purpose, of course. I mean, if you let it grow naturally, and you only have beard on the side and no mustache, then it's not good either. It means you're not close with your family nor your employees if you have business. If you have it in the opposite way, your mustache grows perfectly, but you don't have beard on the side, which is a lot of people are like this. This is fine. This one has no problem. Next one, if you let your mustache grow, most people, if you let it grow, it will grow along the side, around your mouth. That's correct. But if your mustache doesn't grow around the mouth, it grows straight down into your mouth, then this is not good for your wealth. You tend to work really hard but seem like you're still poor. And even if you had some money coming in, it doesn't really last long. Next one is if you let your beard grow, it grows all the way down to your throat, down to your neck, hair all over your neck. This is called throat locking beard. This beard is locking up your throat. It's not good for your old age. Next one is, if you let your beard grow, you see a gap in between, no hair in the middle part. This one is like the cleft chin. You're easy to have marriage problems. Same situation if your beard only grow on one side, or one side is obviously a lot more heavier than the other side, and this is like obviously unbalanced, then it can also affect your relationship life. Next one is if your beard grows to one direction, like all of the hair is growing left or growing right, very hard, you can't pull it back or anything, that means you're very stubborn, just like your beard. It's not possible to change direction. Next one is if your mustache is connected with the hair inside of your nose, like that means your nose hair is very long and grows down to your mustache. That one you have to trim your nose hair. It's not good for your career if your nose hair is connected with your mustache. Next one is if you have loads of beard, very thick everywhere on your face, that means you're very passionate. Love hanging out with loads of friends. You find most people in the Middle East or South European or Latino, they have a lot of beard. They have big families and love socializing with loads of people. But of course, every human species is different. Thick hair in Middle East is different from thick hair in Asia. In Asia, the most hairy person in town has probably less hair than the least hairy person in the Middle East. So you have to really compare to your own environment. If you have more hair than other people in where you're from, then we say you are a social person and you love hanging out with friends and families. And for guys who have thinner hair, less amount of beard, they tend to have longer thought process. They tend to have more strategies and more ways of doing things, especially if your beard can't seem to grow long either. And it doesn't matter if you have thick beard or thin beard. It's always better if your hair is spread out on your face evenly rather than missing patches here and there. Okay, I think we've covered most of the beard types here. Like I said, the beard types we talked about are the natural status of your beard when you don't shave. Shaving is always a good habit to have, especially if your beard is not very good. Shaving and keeping your face clean is always a good thing. And if you choose to keep a beard, here I have some tips and suggestions for you. Remember when we talked about the nasolabial folds? We said if you are a leader, it's better to have these wrinkles. So what happens if you don't have them? You can keep some long mustache growing all the way down and pretend it to be the nasolabial folds. That works as well. Also, if you don't have jaws, last episode we mentioned about jaws and we said people with no jaws are not good. Then you can keep some beard on the jaw area to make up for jaws. Also, if you don't have chins, if your chin is going in and has no meat. You can keep some hair in this chin area. That helps as well. End of the day, face reading is all about balance. If you have massive upper part of your face and skinny lower part, you can keep beard to make it balance. If you have lower face already massively bigger than your upper face, then it's better to shave. Okay guys, that's all for today. If you want to have your personal face reading with me, you can email me at astroways.info@gmail.com or find me on Facebook at Astroways. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe my channel and I'll keep you updated.